Well, he can be sparkly downstairs.
Well, we're downstairs. Who knows what they're doing?
Oh.
Okay. Let me just make sure we got everybody. Good. Okay, guys. Hi. Welcome to our call. Alex has no sparkle, but she has mine. All right. Okay. I am so excited that you guys are here. Guys, it is literally the last call of 2019, which is absolutely insane. I cannot believe that another year has come and gone. I swear every year that I'm a coach, it just gets faster and faster and faster. It's weird to think that in a month and a half, I'll have been a coach for 5 years. It's also weird to think who I was when I signed up as a coach. I was talking to my coach actually. So when the woman who signed me up quit, I was inherited by another coach. Her name is Natalie, and her and I are actually very close friends only because of Beachbody. So Beachbody brought us together, but life has kept us together. And she's a dear friend of mine. We had dinner the day after Thanksgiving or after Christmas at Benihana. She had a gift certificate for her birthday, so we treated ourselves to a mom's night out. It was super fun. And I was kind of talking to her about it, and I'm like, I just feel so far removed from the life I had, from the person I was, from the thoughts I thought, from the way I felt. When I signed up, it's hard to remember what it was like. I don't even remember what I did or how I got this business off the ground. I just remember being really excited about having something that was just for me and that it could go as well as I wanted it to, as fast as I wanted it to. And that was really exciting for me because I felt like I was under living my potential as a person. My third grade teacher told my parents at teacher parent conference that I'd be the first woman president. Clearly that's never going to happen because I don't even know anything about politics and I don't even vote. So I will not be the first woman president, but I will be something extraordinary, which I felt like my path that I was on before, I was not headed somewhere extraordinary. So I'm really excited that I said yes to this 5 years ago, and I'm really excited to what that has brought to us. And I'm really excited for a brand new year, for a fresh start for many people, and an even, bigger and better year in 2020 than Boss Babes had in 2019. If you don't know, if you're new to the team, we're kind of a big deal. We are ending the year as a premier team once again. So just for reference, there's about 450,000 Beachbody teams last year. So it counts for 2019, but you had to achieve it in 2018. We were a premier team and only about 90 other teams hit that. So I don't know how many hit it in 2019, but we were one of them, and we're ending the year as number 69 in the network, which is pretty cool. I know we had dreams and plans for top 10. They did not come to fruition, not for lack of trying. We had an enormous amount of points. We just did not have the rank. But you know what? There's always tomorrow and there's always next year, right? And don't you hate that when we're like, see you next year? And it's the next day. I think it's hilarious. But anyway, so I'm super excited for 2020. And tonight I just want to do a little bit of vision casting. You can start working on your vision board if you have your computer handy. Don't worry, about going off screen if you want to do that. We'll do some journaling first. And then if we want to pop open Canva and start doing it right away, you totally can. If you're on your phone and you can't do that, that's totally fine. We're just going to do some journaling first. So if you have a piece of paper, go ahead and put grid lines on it to make 9 squares. Okay. All right. In your top left square, in the very corner, go ahead and write wealth. The square below that, write health with an H. The square below that, write Beachbody goals. Your top middle square, go ahead and write brand. The middle square, go ahead and write travel. Bottom middle, go ahead and write personal growth. your top right square, go ahead and write relationships. Your middle right square, go ahead and write support. In your bottom square, write word of the year. Okay, so we're gonna go through each of these squares and we're gonna fill them out. Remember, this is your goals, your plans, your dreams, your schemes, whatever you want, you are going to write in these squares. So don't sell yourself short because maybe something seems out of reach. If it is a goal for you, put it on the paper and then we can realign, reassess what it's going to take to get there. So if you're a day one coach and you're like, I want to pay off $10,000 in debt this year, or you're a day 5 coach and you're like, I want to be a 5-star diamond by the end of the year, then that's what you write. So don't write what you think could happen. Write what's truly in your heart and what you want to happen. Okay, so don't sell yourself short on these. So the second you start putting limitations on your goals and dreams is the second those dreams and goals start to die. So remember that it is okay to want more and be perfectly happy with everything that you have in life. It doesn't mean that you are ungrateful. It doesn't mean that you are dissatisfied. It just means that you have grand plans and a vision for your life and you are allowed that. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with your life or the people in your life or the job or the situation in your life or that you want out of that. Maybe you do. That could be something. But I never want you to feel guilt around wanting something more than you have right now. It's okay to want to live beyond just comfortable. It's okay to want to have guilt-free pedicures, right? And not have to feel like you're asking someone for that money or you're taking money away from your child or their needs or whatever it is, right? Those things are okay, right? So don't sell yourself short on the things that you put into your squares. Okay, so our first one is going to be wealth. So this is anything that you're hoping to achieve in 2020. So is that a certain monetary amount that you want to earn from your business every single week and or month, right? Is that a year goal, right? If you're still a full-time worker and you're like, I want to give myself a $20,000 raise this year, whatever it is, right? Is that you have student loans you would like to pay off? Or is that, you would like to put a big chunk towards a new house? Is that you would like to, pay down a certain amount of debt or pay off a vehicle or upgrade your current living situation? Anything that is surrounded in that area, put all those things onto paper and don't worry about how you're going to achieve those. Just put down what you want in 2020 in that category.
I should have made bigger squares too.
Well, hopefully you have a bigger notebook.
Yeah, I do, just not with me right this second.
No worries. Okay.
How do I
Let's
come up
go
with anything
down.
in my brain? Magic.
Let's go down one square, and that is your health. So right under wealth should be health. Okay. And so that can look like whatever that looks like for you. Obviously, every single person on this screen is going to have different goals when it comes to your health. Yours might be totally for the outside. Some people's might be totally for the inside, depending on what they're dealing with, right? So we're all at different places in our journey. It does not matter what you put down. If you put down you want to be a Victoria's Secret model, that's your prerogative, right? If you put you just want to feel good and not feel tired every single day, that's your goal. Whatever your goal is, put that down, okay? But set goals that also include maybe trying a new program, maybe trying a new way of eating, right? Like if you need to go dairy free, maybe that's something you put down as a goal, right? Maybe if you are allergic to something but you consume that, like gluten or things like that, maybe you put that down as a goal as not using that. So there can be a lot of different things that come to your health, right? Like mine for this year literally says, this is from last year, says gluten free. I am not gluten-free in any way. Okay, so clearly I didn't kill that gluten-free goal in 2019. But when I was first diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, that's my first thought was to try to change my diet so I didn't have to take medicine. Unfortunately, I'm too far progressed. I have to take medicine at this point. But that's still something that I could try. I also wrote down what programs I wanted to accomplish in 2019. So, you know what I mean? Maybe there's a program that has literally scared you. Maybe it's because of the length of time, like 80-day obsession. Those are hour workouts. Maybe it's something like morning meltdown because it's a 100-day commitment. Put down things that you want to accomplish in 2020. So I always write down and put on my vision board every program that I want to accomplish in that year. So I have a plan going forward. And it's okay if you put it as a goal and then a new program comes out. Like obviously my list from 2019 did not get completed because I was in the Morning Meltdown test group and then did Morning Meltdown again. So 200 of 365 days I was doing Morning Meltdown. So that kind of put a kink in the amount of programs I wanted to do. But I strive to finish 6 programs a year, right? Because what's our number one job? Be proof that the products work. Okay, so doing programs from start to finish is a must and should be a goal of yours. If you're just bouncing around doing whatever you want, it's probably affecting your business and or your results. So put down what programs you want to finish.
Hey, Monkey, are you okay? Okay.
And remember, you can have goals beyond Beachbody. So maybe you want to start juicing once a week. Maybe you want to start taking those vitamins your doctor told you should be taking and you just ignored them. Maybe you want to start eating more plant-based. Like, it can be all kinds of things, that you want to start doing for your health. Like, I know for me, if you've watched my stories ever, you've seen me throw away some vitamins recently, and it is like giving me freaking life getting through all these vitamins that I paid for. Like, I had a subscription for like 2 years and didn't take any of them. So now I'm taking them all and I just feel like $1 million, right? Because I'm getting through my vitamins. So maybe that's what you want to take, some vitamins. I don't know. Anything can be your goal. Okay. If you're feeling good about that, let's skip the Beachbody goals for now. It should be your bottom corner. We're going to move up to brand. So this is always an interesting one, especially for a brand new day one coach. They're like, well, I don't really have a brand. I don't even know what you mean by brand. But you need to remember that the second you hit submit and you got that little congratulations, you're now a Beachbody coach from Carl Deichler. I don't know if they still do that. That's what they used to do. But you are now a business owner. So you need to present yourself in the best way possible in the arenas that you're presenting yourself. For most of us, that's social media, right? So what do you want people coming to your page for? What should they be getting when they come to your page? What kind of message are you trying to put out? Is there certain colors that you like? Are there certain things about you that you want people to associate with you, right? Like, off the top of my head, I know that people associate Friends with me and Disney with me, right? Bright colors, right? So like, those are kind of my things. What do you want people to associate with you? What do you want your brand to tell the world? So you need to think about those things when you're representing yourself on social media. So maybe that means that you wear less black in your workout outfits and you start wearing brighter colors if that's what you want your feed to look like, right? Maybe you want a clean, crisp, nice white feed. Like, I love that. I know Kristen, one of the coaches on our team, she has a very clean, crisp, white, and all of her photos look very professional, right? So maybe that's not you, and it doesn't have to be you, right? So, but what do you want when people come to your feed to see? Because you know, when you go to other people's feeds and you're like, wow, this looks really nice, looks really cohesive, like, you notice that they took time to make it look good. So is that what you want people to see? Or do you want people to see a bunch of hodgepodge, some dark colors, some light, some blurry, some quotes? Like, what do you want people to see? I know for me, I'm not a quote person, okay? Like, I would rather put a picture of myself and put a quote in my caption than put a bunch of quotes on my feed. But other people love putting quotes on their feed. So whatever you want people to see, your people to feel when they come to their page, write those things down. And remember that it's okay to want to evolve into something that you might not be right now. We talked about coming out as coach post today, and Alex had to scroll all the way back to 2017. And the picture she chose was an interesting one. And we just kind of laughed about, you know, the way she used to post compared to the way that she posts now. And I know if you follow her on social media, her posts are always beautiful and thought out. Her poses are very unique. She's always trying to push the envelope and do something different that no one else does. But she chose her coming out coach post as a picture of her lying on the floor with like one eye closed and like her tongue out or something, right? Like she was exhausted from a workout, and that's what she chose to tell the world she was a coach, right? So you're going to evolve into something. I posted the same flex selfie for 2.5 years every single day, like clockwork, right? And I still had a lot of success. So you don't have to be perfect coming out the gate. You don't have to know anything about social media. You just have to be willing to share your heart and share what you're doing. And your brand is going to evolve over time. But you always choose the speed at which you want to get better. So if you look at someone on the team and you feel like their feed is perfectly curated and it intimidates you and you think, well, I could never do that, or my house doesn't look like that, or I don't live in a sunny state, those are just bricks that you're putting up on your wall of obstacles. And you need to just stop comparing and say, well, if she did it, then I can do it too. And the best advice that I ever got about social media and posing and stuff, I paid $250 for a 1-hour call with this social media gal. She's a doll. And she was like, push some junk out of the way and take a picture. She's like, find a spot in your house and take a picture. Like, you'd be surprised. Like, if you really scrutinize over like very curated feeds, like a lot of their poses and everything is in the same place, the same things, you know what I mean? They just chose to make that background look nice. So if you have a counter, push all the junk to one side and take it on the clean spot of the counter, right? Or take it with the junk and be like real life, right? It doesn't matter, but you choose the speed at which you want to progress, and comparing yourself to others is never a good idea. Okay, so don't worry about what someone else is doing. If someone's doing something you like, ask them how they did it, because success leaves clues. So if you like something that someone else is doing, ask them how they did that. Try to emulate it. Try to, do poses that they do that you like. That's how you're going to get better. And you're going to feel silly at first, and you're going to have to take a million photos. I still take probably 40 photos every single day to get the one, right? And then I scrutinize over the 5 that are okay and like, which one's the one? Well, this looks good, but this doesn't look right. Like, eventually you'll get faster and you'll get better, but just know that it's a process for everybody who's doing it. All right, so let's move on to relationships. So this one is just, obviously a very personal goal. Maybe you need to be a more present wife. Maybe you need to be a more playful mom or a more patient mom, or maybe you need to be a better sister, or you need to make amends with somebody from your past, or whatever it is, right? There's a lot of things that come with relationships. Maybe you want to get out and spend more time with your friends and stop making excuses, right? Maybe you come up with a once a month date night for you and your best friends to go do something just you guys, right? Or maybe you want to start FaceTiming somebody that you don't talk to very much anymore and start talking to them once a week so you can catch up. Or maybe you want to call your mom more, right? Like, I never call anyone because I hate the telephone. But other than that, like, I should probably call my mom more, right? Because she's not going to be around forever. So those are all different things that you can put under your relationship. Maybe you want to make more women friends. Maybe you want to make more mom friends, right? Maybe you're a student and you want to have a group of people at school that you can do study time with. Whatever it is, whatever it looks like for you. Maybe you want to have more friends at work, okay? So there's all kinds of things that could come from your relationship goals, right? And if it's a spouse goal, put those things down. You're not sharing any of those with us. Like, this is for you and for your goals for the year. Put those things down. If it's a mom goal, there's no judgment. You put it on your paper. It's what you want to do, right? Maybe you want to be more of a Pinterest mom than that Amazon Prime mom. Whatever it is, it's your goal. You make it work for you. All right. Let's move on to our travel square. So a lot of people have a hard time making travel goals if they feel like they can't ever get away from real life, right? The wonderful thing about Beachbody is you have the opportunity every single year to earn a trip on Beachbody. Obviously, you have to get yourself there, but most of the time once you get there, it's pretty much on Beachbody, right? So we're headed to Punta Cana in March. Me and Alex, I'm not sure if anyone else is going, but it is a lot of fun, and it's just really cool to be surrounded by other people who are living fit and are lively and positive. And there's some training, but it's not like Summit where it's just like go, 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 go. Like these trips are all about fun, and they have parties for us, and it's incredible. Like never would have gone on a cruise to the Bahamas. Never would have gone to Mexico. My husband and I have been together 10 years, and every time I brought up going to Mexico, he said, we'll get our heads chopped off by the cartel. So we never went to Mexico. And then we earned the trip with Beachbody, and we went to Mexico, and we had a freaking blast, right? And now we're going to the Dominican Republic. That never would have happened. And so it's really cool. Not to mention, if you guys saw my story today, Trina sent out a present to the elite and premier coaches, this really cool canvas she had made of all of us from pictures from all of our trips. And all of these trips that we got to be there together, the cruise, Philadelphia for the Diamond Retreats, Chicago for the Premier and Elite trip, Indiana for Summit. Like you have an incredible opportunity to travel a lot with Beachbody. And besides that, outside of that, you have an incredible opportunity to earn enough from your Beachbody paycheck to pay for travel, especially for the majority of you that are full-time workers. All your money could be going towards a travel fund, right? Alex and her husband did a really cool thing for Christmas. They put 6 places in a hat, and they picked where they're going to go in 2021. So they're going to be going to Hawaii, and that's their Christmas present to each other, right? And Beachbody has been able to afford them a lot of travel to Vegas and to New Orleans and things like that. So that could be a goal for you. So when I do the travel section, I love to put down all the Beachbody trips that I have planned. I always try to strive to hit leadership or the New Leaders Conference. You can only earn New Leaders Conference once. You must be a 1-star diamond in order to earn that. And then leadership, you need to be a 5-star diamond to earn that, right? But outside of that, I like to put a trip that my family and I will go on, and then a trip that me and John will go on, just us two. So you can dream big. I've had a lot of women sign up and say, I would love to earn enough to take my family on a Disney vacation. I would love to earn enough to take my spouse to Hawaii and not have him have to pay for it. You can do those things with your business if you choose to dream big and then put in the work to make those things happen. So write down your travel goals for 2020. Okay. So we'll move on to support. This is simply for you to write down who your support system is. So when things get tough, when you miss a goal, when life comes at you hard, who are the people that you are going to lean on and who are not going to allow you to cave into yourself and fall apart? Who are the people that are going to lift you up and help you lean in to your business and help you accomplish those goals? So obviously for me, it's my husband, my best friends, obviously Clo, like those would be the people that I would write down. If your mom is your best friend, you would want to write her down. If your sister or your brother, or you're really close to an aunt or your coworkers, whoever is your support system, who when you're having a rough day, they're the person that you want to call and you want to tell about, those are the people you write down. And that's simply just a reminder. And you can even write down someone on the team, right? So those are just a reminder of I have people who support me for the days when it feels like everybody's saying no and the world's against you and nothing good is happening to you. You know that you have a circle of people who love and want to see good for you. Okay, let's move on to personal growth. So this is where I like to write down how I'm going to grow myself as a person. This may or may not have anything to do with your business, but what are you going to do to help yourself become the best version of you in 2020? So for me, I like to give myself a personal development book goal that I'd like to read. I typically keep it to 12 because I actually want to retain and put into action the things that I'm learning. When I hear people have read like 52 books, 60 books, 100 books in a year, and they've read all these books, but I don't see any difference in their actions, I'm like, you're not really reading the book then, right? So the whole point of a personal development book is to take what you've learned and apply it to your life. If you don't, it either didn't resonate with you, you weren't really listening, or you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So sometimes you have to go back. And if you find a book that you love, like I have listened to The Go-Giver probably 100 times, because anytime I need a gut check on why I'm doing this and what really matters, I go back and listen to that book. It grounds me, it brings me back to my why and helps me move forward. Okay. So I like to put a PD goal and I like to put a growth seminar goal. So before I was a coach, I would have never done that. But I always include summit in that because that's just a non-negotiable in my business, right? And then I try to think like, am I going to go to a Rachel Hollis conference? Am I going to go to a Brennan Burchard? Am I going to attend Grant Cardone's thing? Am I going to attend the Diamond Retreat? And the answer is absolutely, right? So I always like to put those down. And sometimes they come to fruition, but I would say since I became a coach, I've attended 2 to 3 growth conferences a year. And it's just been a game changer. It's always good to take a second to work on your mind. And it's great to be in a room with other people who are doing that. So maybe it's free. Maybe for you, it's a personal development goal. Maybe you want to start meditating. Maybe you want to start talking to a therapist. You know what I mean? Maybe you want to go to a support group once a week. Whatever it is for you, you put that down. It's your goal. It doesn't have anything to do with us. Okay. Let's move on to our Beachbody goals, and we'll save our word of the year for last because sometimes that can come to you quickly and then sometimes it can't. Again, super important when you're setting goals in your business, it's okay to dream as big as you want. Because if you're saying, I'd like to be emerald by the end of 2020, I don't believe that you will do anything with this business. And I don't say that to be mean. I say that to give you a gut check. If you think it's going to take you 12 months to sign 2 coaches to your team, I'm concerned about your self-confidence, and I'm also concerned about your work ethic, right? So I'm not saying you have to say you want to be a 15-star diamond. You could say you want to be diamond by the end of the year. That is acceptable. I don't think it should take you that long, but it's your business. And again, it's your race. You run at your pace, okay? So I think diamond to 90 days, diamond in 6 months is more than possible. And it's been proven time and time again that whatever you want out of your business, it's yours for the taking if you're willing to just keep putting your foot forward, okay? So when you write down your goals, I want you to write down not only a rank goal for the year. The Diamond Retreat is April 17th through 19th. So you would need to qualify by March 1st to attend the Diamond Retreat, okay? Remember, you don't have to be my PS to attend the Diamond Retreat. As long as you are a diamond and you hold it for 6 weeks, you are able to come to the Diamond Retreat, okay? So write down a rank goal, write down a income goal for your business, write down a success club goal that you want to continually hit, write down a growth goal for how many coaches you want to help grow. That was a great thing that I did on mine last year. I wanted to help 25 new coaches go emerald. I got really close. I helped 21 people go emerald, right? So it's great to push beyond yourself and say, how many people am I going to help achieve X, Y, and Z, right? So if you do have plans to attend leadership or to attend New Leaders Conference in 2021, you already had to qualify for New Leaders 2020, you would need to hit 1 star. Maybe you have the goal of Premier or Elite, and that's 2-star, 5-star, and then some points, right? Maybe you have really big goals and you want 5, 10, 15-star, whatever it is, right? Anything can change in a course of a year. You'll be amazed at what can change in the course of a year. Again, it's all your speed, it's all your effort. Either way, it's going to be hard, right? So you choose your hard. You choose to either be 1 foot in and struggle for a really long time because you're consistently wavering with not only your business, but maybe your personal fitness and your belief in the business, or you put 2 feet in and you struggle because maybe other people aren't as into it as you, or people sign up and do really well and then they quit, or people say they're going to sign up and then pick a different coach. Either way, there's going to be struggles on both sides. But on one side, you're actually working towards something. On the other, you're just stuck in purgatory. And I have to imagine that it doesn't feel good to be 1 foot in with your business, because then you're always wondering, what if? What if I tried harder? Could I have hit that goal? Could I have helped that person? Could I have made that paycheck? Could I have qualified for that trip? Right? And it's no fun to watch others have the success that you want when it's rightfully yours for the taking. So if I can give you one piece of advice, whatever going all in looks like for you, I know what that looks like for me. And I don't believe that it's the same for anyone else on this team. Okay? I know what that looks like for me, but I'm also 5 years into this business, right? So my goals do look a little different than yours. Whatever going all in looks like for you, do that. And then honor that. Don't let Beachbody fall to the wayside, because if you lean in enough to your business, you won't have to worry about those other things that are bogging you down right now. because you'll have the freedom of choice to say bye to those things, to say goodbye to stress, to say goodbye to worries about financial problems, but only if you lean into your business. So make sure you write down a plethora of goals that you have for your Beachbody business. Maybe you want to compete in the Beachbody Classic. Maybe you want to walk across the stage at Summit. Maybe you want to walk hand in hand across the stage with your first one-star diamond coach, whatever it is, right? There's so many things that you can accomplish. Maybe you want to earn the Success Club trip. Okay, that's a big deal. The only way to earn that trip is by helping people. You cannot go on that trip if you don't help anyone, right? And so that's a big deal. So I would write down those goals. Okay, and last but not least, we have our word of the year. So think of a word that you really want to embody what you want to accomplish in 2020. I keep wanting to say 2019. It's wild. 2020. So maybe your word is confident. Maybe your word is leader. Maybe your word is mentor. Maybe your word is empower. It could be anything. It could be powerful. Whatever you want, whatever you are going to look at that word, and it's going to give you a ping in your chest and remind you of why you're doing this and what you're striving for. And every year your word's going to be different, right? Last year, Hannah's word was priorities, and she felt like she really lived up to that. Maybe that's your word this year. Maybe you really need to cut out the extra noise in your life and things that aren't serving you. So whatever your word is, maybe yours is, servant leader. Whatever it is for you, whatever you want to accomplish, maybe it's the year of you. Who knows? We're all at different places and stages and seasons in our life, right? So whatever that word is that you're going to look at it when you see this on the background of your computer every day, and you're going to see it hanging up in your office or in your wherever you work, you know what I mean? That it's going to remind you, oh yeah, on December 30th, I had a lot of big goals, and now it's March 1st, and maybe I'm not there. Maybe I need to get to work. Don't wait till March 1st, because that's my birthday. So the best gift that you can give me for my birthday is working your business, okay? The best gift that you can give me is showing up and being a part of our team and inviting other people to join us and moving your business forward. Nothing makes me more happy than seeing the team have success, than seeing women find success, to make their own money, to build a business for themselves, to find confidence, to feel comfortable in their skin. That's what lights me up. That's why I'm here 5 years later, okay? So when someone texts me and they're like, I signed my first coach, or when Bree signed up and she would text me and she's like, 2 coaches, 3 coaches, 4 coaches, 5th coach, like that literally, like my heart is like racing just saying that. Like that fills me up because I love watching other women shine. So the best gift that you can give me is working your business. So please don't ever feel like you're letting me down or you're letting your upline down if you're trying your best. So that's all I ask of you. Just be honest, try your best, and just do the things that you're supposed to do and honor your commitment that you committed to when you signed up as a coach. That's the best gift. Please don't spend your money on me. I know it's like 3 months away, but please don't spend your money on me. You guys work really hard for your money. Spend it on yourselves, okay? Work your business, and then you will have an abundance of things that you can do, right? You can give back to your church. You can give back to your community. You can give back to causes that you love. You can spoil your family. You can go on trips you've always wanted to. You can fly relatives out in time of need, right? Work your business and your life will change. And that, I'm living proof. My life has completely changed. And there's a million other stories that we could tell, right? So what I would love for you guys to do is go into Canva. It's a free program if you don't have it. I always use the desktop. I don't ever use the app version. I just find when I'm making graphics, it's easier for me to do it on a desktop. So if you have a laptop or you have a desktop, then you can do that. If you only have your phone, you can try to do it on the app. That's totally fine. But they have free graphics. The program is free itself. Obviously, you get a little more of the paid one. But if you're a brand new coach, there's no reason for you to pay for Canva. That would be silly. But go in there and create something. So this is what mine looked like for last year. Okay, so obviously picture me. Obviously my goal is 15-star diamond. Did not hit that, right? So I have all the diamonds. It said 2019 vision board. I had all of the things that we just talked about. So the programs that I wanted to do, the things that I wanted for my business. I wanted to be a 15-star diamond, an elite team, get John to 1-star, get my second CBC to 2-star, open a 3rd business center. Okay, my word of the year was mentor. So I wanted to help 25 new people go emerald. I wanted to help 25 people go diamond. I wanted X amount of coaches in each business center, put my marriage first every day, be present with my daughter, all these different things that I put on there, okay? So everything that's in your square should go on here in some way, shape, or form. Now, obviously you can condense it down. You don't need to write everything out, but so I just like, for the trips that I wanted to go on, I just put them in little bubbles. So like, obviously I had our diamond retreat. That did not happen. Leadership, that did not happen, right? So not everything's going to happen. But the things that did, it felt phenomenal to be able to put a check by them. Like I did that, right? Okay, when Bree went diamond, boom, wrote her initials in one of the diamonds, okay? So it feels really good to accomplish goals. But what I don't want is for you to put things down on here that you have no intentions of going for, okay? So if you truly have the intention of going to Star Premier or earning the Success Club trip, then put those things on there, right? Of attending New Leaders Conference in 2020, of attending Summit, of going to Hawaii with your family, whatever it is, put those things on there and then let it remind you every single day why you're doing this. So when you send 100 invites in one day and nobody signs up with you that day, you keep moving forward, okay? Because guess what? You are entirely up to you. I've never seen anybody pay their bills with somebody else's opinion of what they're doing on the internet, all right? So whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy, go do that. Go be that. And just spread your message and shine your light. And I said this last week, and there was only like 6 people there, so not many heard it. But the amount of potential on our team is astronomical. And the amount of potential that's wasted is even higher, which is really sad. It breaks my heart. Like I could cry thinking about it because there's so many powerful, beautiful, intelligent women on this team who just don't believe in themselves enough to make this happen. And it's not hard. There's a lot harder things that you could do or that you could go through than what you'll go through to build this business. And while it feels hard in the moment, while it feels deafening sometimes and feels like, God, I'm never going to get it. I'm never going to get there. I'm never going to be that girl that I need to be. I'm never going to be able to wake up early. I'm never going to be able to send that many invites. I'll never have that many followers. I'll never have that many coaches. Every time you say that and think those things, you just put another brick on your wall of obstacles. So let's have 2020 be the year we break down those brick walls and we rise together. We move forward together because we are so much better as a team than we are as individuals. Because as individuals, we can disappear. We can fall by the wayside and it doesn't really matter, right? I get coach cancellations every single day. It's not life or death. But I guarantee you're missing out on your best life if you don't lean into what this opportunity and what this team has to offer. You said yes for a reason. You're a little square on this computer for a reason. And I guarantee you, those people out there who are ignoring you or making fun of you, like, who cares, right? Like, laugh your way all the way to the freaking bank. Because who cares what they think? Because nobody who's happy would make fun of you. So you should feel sorry for them. That one, they're so uneducated that they think this is a pyramid scheme. Okay, like, all right, hello. Okay, and that they're so miserable that they have to put others down to make themselves feel better. Because nobody on this team would do that. This is an amazing group of people who just want to lift others up while also taking care of themselves and living their best life. So I invite you to, no matter how 2019 is ending, it's certainly not ending the way I thought it was ending, right? But tomorrow's a new day. Wednesday is a new year, a new decade. Like, what we can accomplish is unlimited should we choose to go for it. And it doesn't matter what happened today or what happened in December or what happened in 2019. It matters what you do going forward. It matters that you're here tonight and you took time to fill up a notebook of all your goals. That matters because most people aren't even brave enough to put their goals out into the world or on paper, but you are. So do something with them and you won't regret it. Okay. Comments, thoughts, concerns?